Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you guys a Baccarat strategy. Oh, you know what? Let me grab my chips real quick, guys. I forgot that. Sorry about that. Got to get some chips so we can play. I hope everybody's having a good day today. And we're getting close to Christmas, huh? Christmas is right around the corner, man. I did all my shopping like a week ago, and I bought everything on Amazon. I didn't go to one store, man. Dude, Amazon is unbelievable. Like, some of the stuff you buy, you can literally get it at your doorstep the same day sometimes. It's crazy how they can do that. All right, it's a good stock to buy as well. I think that stock will double over the next several years. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. I won't be able to really show you what I show in my training, but I will do my best to play every hand and see if we could come out ahead here, okay? So let's go ahead and start with bank. We're going to go 2 green. We're going to make pretend we're on a 2 green minimum table. Okay, we have an 8, a natural 8 for player. We have a 0 for banker. Okay, so player will start off with the victory. And we've got a player to start off our shoe. Okay, no big deal. All right, I'm going to come with the drop on player. So we'll do 1 black on player. Okay, so we have a 7 to a 3. And we have a 6 to a 7. We're going to lose again. So banker will get that victory. And we have a board that is deciding to chop. And at this part of the session, we're just guessing. There's no runs or any charts or anything to look at. I always recommend that you start a shoe at the end of the 25th percent. So once it gets to about 25% of the full shoe, I would start and come in, okay? When you do it this way, you still can be successful. But you know, you're just guessing pretty much on the pattern. You don't know what it's going to do, okay? All right, so we're off to a bad start. No big deal. All right, so we're going to go in the middle here. We're going to go ahead and do a chop on player, and we'll do 3. Okay, we'll do 3. Okay, this is reducing us to a 3. We have a 0 here. We remain with 3. And they have a 1. So that's a great card for us. So player is going to get the victory. And we have another chop here on the board. Okay, so we will get back 3. So here's the deal. This is the correct way to do your unit sizing is what we're doing. We're doing our unit sizing perfectly. We've won 1 out of 3. We're trying to be cautious here and be careful that we don't just do a full martingale every single time. You don't want to do that. So in reality, we're only down 3 units, 3 green units. That's nothing. All right. All right, let's go ahead now, and we'll stay with the chop, okay? And let's try to get those 3 right here, right now. We'll go with bank. Okay, we're going to have a 9, so unless this is a 3, we're going to lose again. So we're going to lose again, and we're right back to 1.5. And so here's what we have to analyze. This is really what's going through our mind. What's going through our mind is our win rate. So out of these 4, we've only won 1. So what is our win rate? 25%. All right, so any time that your win rate is below 25% on your first 7 hands, you are to stop. Whatever, I don't care if you've lost 3 black units, I don't care what it is, you are to stop. That is my number 1 rule, okay? All right, now, this is a lot of you guys that watch this channel come across this and you think, no one can beat the game, no one has systems that are designed to where they're beneficial. You know, so many people will say that kind of stuff. And the problem with that is that you are definitely wrong. Number 1, you're definitely wrong. And number 2, you don't understand that when you have somebody like me that's all about math of the game, I find ways to make it have a more advantage for the player. So that's what the training gives you, the Baccarat Total Package, it gives you that. So I'll give you an example. Okay, let's all think about this. When you go to play, this is the way that you're playing. This is the way you right there, who are watching me right now, unless you've gotten my training, you're playing exactly the way that we're playing. It doesn't matter whether you pick banker or player. It doesn't matter. You're playing almost every single hand. And what you don't understand is that there's a way that you can be very successful where these losses actually don't happen. And that's called coming in with triggers. So I'm using math to come in with a trigger, and that's what you're going to learn in the training. And what does that actually do for you? It allows you to win 33% more. That's a lot. Okay? So these stressful situations that you have to go through when you see me play on these free tutorials, I don't go through those as nowhere near at the casino than I do here. I have way more stressful situations here than I do at the casino. All right, so what I'm going to do now, that's because I can't show you. Because if I show you, I have people that are paying for these private training at jimmymastery.com. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go right here. We're going to definitely go with the chop. All right, it's a chop board. We're not going to respect the drop yet, not yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do 1 black and 1 green on the chop. Zero to 0, 3 to 4, and we're going to get the victory. Okay? Okay, so what you always got to focus on is your win rate. That is everything. Your win rate and your unit sizing, that's all there is to this game. It's that simple. Then you just want to have the right tools to use those tools to increase your win rate. All right? So we're going to get this and this right back. Okay, so let's analyze. That was a chop. So now we've gotten 2 out of 5. So our win rate is higher than 25%. You only need 25% to always win. The only reason why that word slightly down is because I'm not going big after losses. Okay, I don't like to go big after losses. I don't like to do that. When I start having a losing streak, the last thing I'm doing is going bigger. I'm not doing it. I'm going lower. Okay, I'm going lower, and I'm waiting for my win rate to increase. And as soon as I get in like my mojo going, that's when I'm going to do it. And I'm using pressing to get those units back. Why would I want to use my own units? And why would I want to go big when I'm on a losing streak? Why would I want to do that? Okay, here we're going to go with the chop. Obviously, banker could easily drop here. So that we're not really worried about it, but we're only going two green, okay? So we're going to go with it to continue the chop. And, you know, you just don't know. This is nothing spectacular here. This is just a guess. Okay, we have a 6, and they have a 5, okay? Now, they're going to, I'm pretty sure, we're good here. We're not drawing, but let me make sure that they're I believe that they are. All right. Now, here's the problem that I have with this one, okay? The problem that I have with this one is the third card is usually determined. If this gets a third card, it's always determined by the player's third card. So when it doesn't have a third card, because this is going to hold at 6, I believe that we stay with the 5. I do believe that the hand is over, all right? Now, this would be the one spot that a professional dealer could send me a comment here, okay? But I do believe that we're correct. So I'm going to go ahead and take the win there. And I think I'm right. But again, I'm not a professional dealer. Those ones are a little tricky for me. But the more that I keep dealing to you guys on these tutorials, the better that I'm getting. I mean, I've improved a million. I've always been a great player, but a horrible dealer. But I've improved so much just because that I had to keep learning and correcting myself with the channel, you know what I mean? All right, so that one was going to be a chop again. So we have a really nice board here. This is a really good board. All right, so now this is where we want to start getting to the point where we want to start adding some pressure, okay? So we're no longer down. We want to start adding some pressure, okay? So our last size was 2 green, and we won 2 green. So what we want to do is we want to press that. We want to put back what we invested, and we want to use also what was 1, which was 2 green. So we want to use the whole thing. We only have 2 of our own green in here. The rest is free rolling. So we want to press this now, because if we can get this victory, that's 1.5 units, 1 black, 2 green, that we made on 2 hands. And we only invested 2 green. That's why I'm doing it. And we're definitely going to go with a chop. Whether we win or lose, we're going to go with a chop. That is what the board is telling us to do. Oh, wow. Oh, we're gonna definitely lose that, guys. It's gonna take a miracle. Yeah. So that's unfortunate for us, but it's okay. I never am disappointed about that. I'll take that opportunity every single time. Okay. All right. So the question is can player continue to drop? We're going to say that it cannot. Okay. So what happened was we just lost the black unit, right? But remember, out of that black unit, we only lost 2 green. Okay. That was our own, right? So all we're going to do is go 3 green right here, and we'll go with bank. Okay, they have a 0. That's a good card for us. And we have a 6. Now, the only thing that sucks about the 6 is where I play, that is where they get you on the commission. On the banker commission, we always have to pay commission when we win by 6 on banker side, which means 50% of your amount. Okay, so to be honest with you, I don't mind that. Okay, because I really would have only got half of this, so it ends up with a tie. Okay, so we're just going to leave it out there and do it again. Okay, so this is going to be reduced to 6, which is hard to beat. Okay, it's very hard to beat. All right, so we're going to tie them again. So we both have a tie again. 2 ties in a row at 6. Oh, guys, I put a new strategy out on the website. It's called the Jimmy's Way Baccarat system. Okay, so you guys can get that. It's called the Jimmy's Way Baccarat system. It's a new strategy that I put up on the website. It's available. It was released yesterday. Okay, so there's a 4, and this is an 8. Okay, so this is going to get reduced. That's not the world's greatest card for us, but we still have a 6, which is horrible because that's the commission for the banker, okay? This one's going to get another one. So yes, so we're going to get this victory, but we only get half of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to just take one green unit because that's all I have for the correct type of change. So I'm just going to get one green unit there, okay? So banker had 6 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. Okay, so that was a banker victory. So once again, this board is really, really nice for us. But unfortunately, we're not doing so well. We're not doing bad, but we're not doing great. So we're going to go ahead now and start to try to continue our pressing, okay? Now we can't press here because we only got a quarter, one green in profit. That's it. So what we're going to do, we'll go with player here, and we're going to go 3 on player. Okay, so this is going to be reduced to a 5. And this is a 5, okay? So I'm pretty sure this has to get a hit, okay? This is always going to get a hit on player unless it's a 6 or better. If it's a 6 or better, it does not get a third card. On a 5, it does, okay? And then this card is going to determine whether this one gets a hit. Okay, so this has a 0, all right? So we're going to analyze what a 5 does on a 5, and this gets a hit, so it's not over. But this we're probably going to lose here. I mean, there's a really high, the only way we can tie is with a 5. All right, so this has an 8. So we're going to lose there, and banker is going to get the victory, and then banker is dropping here, okay? All right. So even though that the board is easy, our win rate is not good. We're about a 25 to 30% win rate in a 50% game. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go with that chop, and now we're going to try to go 1 black and 3 green. So this is the most important hand so far of the session, all right? We have a 4 against the 0. All right, guys, we got a natural 9. So we cannot lose. The only way that we don't get this is if this is a 9 and it's a 0. So that's all she wrote. That was a very important hand for us, okay? So that sometimes makes the difference of whether you're going to be leaving or you're going to stay and have a chance to do well. All right, now here's what's going to probably surprise you guys, okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We've got 2, 3 black, and 2 green, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take back the 3 green that we previously lost, and we're going to rack that, okay? The rest, we're going to press it, okay? I'm going to go with player here, and here we go. Okay, this has a 5, and this has a 7. So we're in big trouble. This is not looking good. Okay, so we have a 4 against the 7, and it did not work out for us, okay? So that was, once again, that was a perfect opportunity on today's session where we could have been in a situation where we could walk away. But because we lost that, we've got to go to work. And, you know, the longer you're on the table, the worse. Okay? The longer you're on the table, the worst. Okay? So we went with the chop and we have a drop. All right. Now we're going to go with the momentum. Okay? I'm going to go 3 black on banker. I'm going to go with the side that has the momentum. For the first time, I'm going with the momentum. Win or lose, I'm going with the momentum. Okay, there we go. Okay, they have a 3. Oh, that's a horrible card for us. An absolutely horrible card. We're reduced to a 4. We still are up. We need this to be a face card, we hope. Okay, that's even better. That's better than a face card because that brings it down to 2. Okay, they now have a 2, all right? So we have a 4, and we hope, so right now, let me see if it's over. Give me a second. All right, so their third card was a 9. So our score was a 4. So when it's a 4 and it's a 9 card, there is no hit. We won. There is no hit. You get a hit here if the third card was a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. That's it. A 0 and a 9 and an 8 do not get a hit. Okay? So, victory for us. That was very, very important one right there. Okay, now watch what we do here. Watch. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 and rack those 2, and we're going to take 4 and we're going to press them. Now we got the momentum that we finally saw in the session, and we're going to ride that momentum on all 4 of these bad boys right here. Okay? All right, here we go. Okay, not bad. Okay, so far so good. Okay. We need a monkey. That's all we need. We need a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Okay? That's even better. That's a 0. Okay? So, this is going to hold. There is no hit because the third card is a 0. Okay? If this was an 8, if this was a 9, and if this was a 0, there is no hit here. Okay? On a 5. When you have a 5. Every number of score has a set of rules. So that's the rule. We win again. And that's all it takes in this game, guys, is to stay balanced. Sometimes you're going to lose these important ones, but sometimes you're going to get them. Okay? You've got to fight. Now, when you lose these bigger ones, you've got to come down, because what did I teach you? When you're losing, reduce. Don't go up. You're only seeing me doing this after a win, not after a loss, not after several losses. You don't see me doing that. So what you want to do is you want to bring it down. So here, if you were 4, then you probably want to reduce it to 2 or 1.5, okay? So we're going to get 4 here. Now, our last session that we had, that you guys watched, I won 8 black units, okay? Okay, so we're going to analyze where we're at, okay? Always know where you are, and this sucker was the perfect opportunity for us when we saw the momentum in the board, and we just went with it, okay? What I always teach you guys, on chop systems, our rule is if you get 2, you don't respect it. But when you have 3 drop, you respect it, and you're either going to take it off or you're going to go with the momentum. Okay? All right. Let's see here. I actually missed my momentum strategy. I don't know whatever happened to that strategy. I made a strategy called momentum, and I don't know if that's on my website anymore. I'd have to double check that. That was a good strategy. All right, so let's see where we're at, okay, real quick. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see. Okay, this is their rack right here. This is their rack. All right, so they got this and this. So we're going to just see where we're at. Okay, that's good. When we have too much, that's always good. Okay, so that's what we started with right there. And then we had a whole thing of green, and we are 1 short, only 1 green short. Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we owe 1 green. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Okay, now what do you do when you get up at this point where you have walk away? This is walk away. I've already done it. Sorry, casino, you got no chance. You're done. You gave me free units today. Thank you very much. Okay? This is what separates the pros from the hoes. Okay? You're either a hoe or a pro. You got to figure out which one you are. okay? You watch this channel, you're probably leaning towards a pro, okay? So, all you hoes out there, watch. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're down, to have all this pure profit here, we're only 1 green away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it hard now for the casino, and no matter what happens, if we give back 1 black, that's all they're getting, okay? Because we're not gonna keep playing when we're up like this if things start going bad, all right? We've already done our work, we've already are getting rewarded. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna ride the momentum, but we're gonna go like this, okay? Here we go. Oh, no, I can't do that. I disclosed that this was a 2-unit minimum table of green. So we have to go at least 2, okay? So 6, 8, that's a good card. Okay, that's a great card for us. That's a great card for us, okay? It's because it reduces them to a 3. They have a 3, all right? So, all right, that is a 6, which sucks for us because that's the 50% rule, okay? So they get a card still. All right, so they're reduced to a 2 against a 3, all right? I'm sorry, this is a, what do we have here? We have 10. We have a 4. Wait, I can't. We have a 6. I'm sorry, we have a 6. This is a 6. So we don't have to hit no more. The only thing that sucks is we only get 1 green again. Okay, that's our second time that's happened. But that now puts this as all pure profit now. Okay, so we don't owe anything out of that. We have 5 black units, okay? And once again, this guy is on fire. He's on fire. We're gonna ride him again. We're gonna ride him again. 1, 2. This has a 1. I'm sorry, this has a 0. 0, 2, 1. So we need this to be a face card, okay? And it's a face card. That's considered a face card. A 10 is considered a 0 in this game. So this is a 0 score against a 1, okay? Now we have to, I believe, yeah, we have to draw. Anytime that this is below 3, it automatically draws no matter what, okay? So we have a 1 and we have a 7, okay? 7 is a great score. Now that is a dragon win for a banker. If you would have bet the dragon, anytime that it's a 3-card 7, is it a 7 or an 8? I want to say it's a 7. Yeah, I don't usually do that one very much, but I know that this is a bonus for sure. Definitely 3-card 7 is a bonus on one of them. I think it's the dragon. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, that somebody that knows that one. I only play the blazing 7. That's the only one that I play, is the blazing 7. All right, so we're only going to get, no, this time we get 2 because we had a 7, okay? So we win again, and now we're at, okay, so we're going up. So if we're going to go up, we're just going to grind this, okay? We're just going to grind this. There's no reason for us to quit right now because we already know that we got this locked down. We ain't going to give it up, promise. There's no way a professional is giving it up. Ain't going to happen. That's why you're a pro, not a hoe, okay? Here we go. Oh, it'd help if I put something out. Okay, here we go. 7, hard to beat. Hard to beat. We get one more chance. Nope, there's a 1. All right, so they're going to get this 2 green. And we're going to go ahead and walk away with exactly 5 black. And that's how pros operate, okay? That is how pros operate. That's how they do it, all right? So we did a great job, guys. We had a great board here for us to capitalize on. I knew that when the board was looking like this today, I knew that there was no way we were going to lose. There's no way we're going to lose on a board that looks like that. It's just, we have too many tricks up our sleeve to lose, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, hit that like button before you go. Guys, it takes about 20 minutes to 2 hours to process your order online. For those of you that really want to improve your Baccarat play, go to my website, which is called Jimmy Mastery, M-A-S-T-E-R-Y, mastery.com. And by the way, you want to know why I picked that name? AI picked that name. I didn't even like the name. AI picked the name because it said, well, you do educational and you have tutorials and things like that, and you have courses. So we like the name Jimmy Mastery. And I was like, really? That's what you want me to use? And I tried different names and I ran it by them. And they were like, no, our top suggestion is Jimmy Mastery. It's the most professional name that you could use for what you do. I was like, okay. All right. Nowadays, we're listening to computers, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Sweet Pea popped up here, I think, one time. Sweet Pea's not feeling so good today. He's having some technical difficulties going to the bathroom. Well, he's going to the bathroom because I just cleaned his kitty litter that's in the YouTube studio. So he's going to the bathroom because he had a lot in there. He's peeing, pooping, he's doing it all. But he's a little constipated right now. And he's been having this problem sometimes. But I just monitor, his kitty litter. And I buy the really expensive kitty litter. They've got some kitty litters out there, guys, that are really good. They're about $15 per bag, and they last about 2 weeks, but they're worth it because they're like crystals, and they're soft on their paws, and it's really lightweight, and it does a really good job when you go to clean it and stuff like that. So, okay, well, that is today's free lesson. Okay, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please do. It looks like I'm going to be going to the Rio, and Las Vegas will probably be my next trip, is probably to the Rio. I do have a Carnival cruise set up where I'm going. I don't like. Well, I shouldn't say that. I can't say that what I was going to just say. Never mind. I'm not even going to say it. That was funny. It almost came out of my mouth. All right. Well, anyway, I have a Carnival cruise lined up, and they're allowing me to film on their boat, which is great. So I'm going to go on their boat, and they treat me really good. Like, I never pay. Like, I never have to pay for I think I pay I always get free trips all the time. I get they send me 3 trips a month. And I'm always getting free trips with Carnival because, they know that I gamble. They know that I go on the cruise and I'm always gambling, So they're going to allow me to film, and I'll be able to film the real craps tables. Carnival doesn't have Baccarat. I know some of you guys told me that other ones do, like Norwegian. I think there was another one, something like Princess or something. Some of you guys told me that they have Baccarat. But it looks like my Baccarat filming is going to be at the Rio. So the Rio is allowing me to do anything. I can film everything I want there. I can film craps table, Baccarat table. I can film it all there, okay? So right now, I have been increasing the casino action for you guys. It's only shown to members, so you can become a member of the channel. You should see it below the video. If you don't see it, just click on the channel, and you'll see members, and it'll say join. And if you don't see that, you have to be signed in to your YouTube in order for you to see that, okay? But those are good. Matter of fact, I have some gifts going out for the gold and the silver members. Silver members have to be a member for 3 months, and they get a gift every 3 months. Gold gets a gift every 2 months. Bronze does not get any gifts, but they get access to all of the casino content, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys out. Merry Christmas to you guys, but I'm sure I'll be doing more videos before then, okay? Take care, guys.